Let's see if we get.
Just bloody start
Let's see if we get some people.
You just bloody start it, mate. Go on, my son.
Let's start it. Oh, bloody started. It started. It's live.
You started, you started.
Oh yeah, we're working.
It's live.
Are we on?
Hey.
There's live video not yet, son.
We are live. There we go. Oh,
yes.
Let me just pop out this chat. Bloody hell, what a fucking nightmare. Oh my god.
Bloody YouTube.
It wasn't our fault. It was Hangouts. Hangouts fucked up. So I need to apologise for that. Well, no, I don't need to. No, I don't need to apologise. Fuck it. It's Hangouts.
Google needs to apologise.
Google does definitely need to apologise. Right, Thomas, can you introduce the show and stuff while I get this new link shared out?
I can. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Vape Talk UK episode 77. I am the phone guy. I am joined by the one and only Riyadh. Just give me a wave, Riyadh, please, even if you are still doing what you're doing.
Hi, guys.
I'm also joined by the sexy, I'm fucking tall Mark Dolan. Gives a wave. And I'm also with the Chinese-loving, cock-sucking motherfucker. I love you, Stuart. So yeah, we've had a bit of technical issues. So Ricky's sorting everything out. So everybody that's coming into chat now, you will see that there is a different link to the original link. So we do apologise.
The best thing about that fuck up was like we were already 10 minutes in the show.
Yeah, we were just jamming.
Yeah.
And I noticed a zero in the amount of views. Normally we get like 2 or 3, and I noticed a zero. So it's like, obviously it didn't work too well. So yeah, fuck sticks.
It's all fine now. It's all been fixed.
Bananas.
It's working. So we've got to do it all again. We still got to do the fizzy juice joke.
Oh yeah, Tom, where's your ting?
It's gone. Where's your ting gone?
Where's your ting, lad? There we go.
Yeah.
Where's my ting, lad?
There we go.
Beautiful. But at least no one heard you vaping really loud.
Yeah.
So that's
all right.
Whistly
bonus.
One again, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's all good. So come on then, Stuart. Let's do what you're vaping like.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you what I'm vaping on. So I've got my Connoisseur Kennedy 25 and lovely Chinese drip tip, Comp Life fake drip tip.
So do you see? You get deja vu yet? Do you see a performance decrease with the Chinese drip tip, or is it just?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a 1-1. It's exactly the same shape as the real one, and it's made of brass. Like, what performance decrease could there be?
I've got mine. It's a bottle cap.
What?
It looks exactly the same as a bottle cap.
What, a Chinese Comp Life?
No, just any Comp Life.
Just like a bottle cap.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, these ones that I've got look exactly the same as the real ones. You even got that. There's a bit of scratching in there saying Comp Life somewhere. I don't think my camera's going to pick it up.
Scratching.
I was going to say that, a little scratching saying Comp Life.
Scratching saying Comp Life.
Scratchy.
Yeah, I can see it, but the camera doesn't seem to be able to. You see it? You see it in there?
It's got a 50-pound camera as well.
I don't think you can see it. No, the camera's actually quite good. It's a Hewlett-Packard bloody 1080p camera.
Ooh.
So I'm on that with a bit of lion's oil from Thick Oil. I'm under the halfway line on that now, so I'm starting to twitchy.
We're not going to do the whole thing. Stuart earlier on the previous broadcast, which we didn't actually broadcast, was saying how he's using it sparingly. Yeah.
Apparently.
What's the profile on that, Stu?
You what?
What's the profile on that, Stu?
That's a vanilla caramel tobacco, a very complex vanilla caramel tobacco. I had a chat with the fella that makes it, and he told me how many different concentrates go into it, and it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It shows in the vape though. It tastes different, like depending on what you're vaping it with. So I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Good.
That's a good one. And then I've got my my other sort of all-day setup, Noisy Cricket 225 with a Kennedy 24 2-post and a drip tip from Custom Vapes. I'm not sure who makes these drip tips, but they are bloody lovely. some nice wavy patterned acrylic ting and ting. And I'm vaping old school on that with Mother's Milk from Suicide Bunny.
That is old school.
Yeah, that's like that's like Juice Genesis, premium Juice Genesis, day one.
This is about the point where we realise no one's watching again and we need to change rooms.
No, it's good. It's good.
That's roughly where we got to. So if we're going to play musical chairs again, now's the time. Chat, just let us know. Can you see us?
Yeah, they definitely can. I know, yeah. Yeah.
Mother's Milk, the coil killer, says vaping with Vic, and he's quite right. Look,
I think there's a lot more coil killers out there as well, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The worst coil killer, I think, is either Blood Orange by Tonics or Far.
Yeah, I think
the Far ones.
Glory Glaze by Cheap.
The worst coil killer.
Glory Glaze, yeah. Oh, I just heard myself. Lovely. Nice. Is that you, Thomas?
You know how we normally give each show a title?
Sorry?
You know how we normally give each show a title, and we've sort of got out of the habit of doing that recently?
Yeah.
The title for the show should definitely be episode 77, Technical Difficulties.
Yeah.
Well, with the fuck up.
Well, it wasn't our fuck up, though. That's the issue I got with it. It was Google's fuck up.
You know the BBC test page with the little girl writing on the chalkboard and the little clown and that circle and the black and white around it and all that? Have you seen that before? The old BBC page? You never seen that before? We should get that. Just have that as the show.
I got a story to tell you, actually. But that'll be... Yeah, we'll wait until my bit.
It's your bit now.
Okay. Right. My week has been lovely, right? A couple of things. Okay. So if anybody, and probably no one did, watched This Morning on Monday, yesterday, my missus was on there.
Oh.
She has an extreme phobia of masks and Halloween masks, including clown masks and stuff like that. And they literally pretty much cured her of that in 2 minutes.
How?
Sweet.
Insane. I don't know. I really don't know. But Jenna said it took them like 2 minutes to do it. She was touching a mask live on the show, and then she went to Hollywood's, which is like a fancy dress shop near our town. And she went in there and she was playing with the masks and stuff, and it didn't affect her one bit. It's really weird. It got to the point where when we went to parties, if someone turned up with a mask, we'd have to leave.
Jeez.
So that was quite good. That was quite exciting to watch her on TV, and and then that was quite good.
That technique would work for my fear of a totalitarian future where we're ruled by alien invaders.
I'm pretty sure. No.
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 Try.
Yeah, so GIMP mask on the cards for you then. To be honest, Douglas, you're not the first person to say that. So is roleplay back on then, Rick?
Everyone's on it.
Oh, you know you got a story, and
the quality of people that exist in our chat is second to none, I must say.
I know they are beautiful, beautiful people. What am I vaping on? I am vaping because I gave you the JIT for the fucking clone drip tip.
Yeah.
I am vaping on authentic connoisseur. See, I got it right this time, not a conservator.
Yeah.
With an authentic drip tip. Thomas is making a lot of noise in the background. And and a clone Kennedy 25.
There we go. Do you want a clone comp life drip tip gun? I've got a spare.
I don't like them, mate.
Oh, they look ever so nice on the connoisseurs.
I don't like them. I like something a bit more plasticky on my lips. Yeah, and on that, I'm actually on Just Jam on toast.
Good old Just Jam.
On toast though, and actually, I'm quite liking it. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on the original one, but I really enjoy the scone clotted cream one. Have you tried that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's the nicest one of the three personally.
That one there.
Yeah, that guy. That's the fella.
Yeah, I've only got like that much left of it.
Oh, you obviously didn't like it.
No, I hated it. Yeah, no, it was lovely. And then moving on to vape mail. Ooh,
you had some vape mail.
I did have a little bit. I'm waiting on more. Thomas, you're being really irritating with that sound.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah. So from M Vapes, do you know what? I asked the question in the Squonker group, and I'm like, what sort of squonkers do you recommend? Authentic squonking RDAs. because I've ordered a Poison V2, which is like the 3D printed one, but it's like only €45. But the 3D print's a bit crap, but I'm not worried about that. I just want a tiny little squonker. And someone said the Freak Show V2. So I looked on M-Vapes and I bought a Freak Show Mini, which has been converted to a squonker.
That's pretty cute.
Which is pretty cool.
Doodad.
Yeah, so it's got a squonky pin at the bottom, and then I don't think you'll see it, but on the post at the bottom, the centre post, it's actually been milled out a little bit, so the liquid can go through.
I've heard
a squonky pin.
A squonky pin, yeah, it's got a squonky pin in it.
I've heard that the goon is very good for converting to squonking.
The what?
The goon. Apparently, the goon is a banger for converting to a squonker.
Well, I only ordered this, and do you know what else they sent me?
What else did they send you, Rick?
They sent me the broad cap to go with it.
Oh, bless them.
That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was quite happy with that, with a lovely little note that said "Thank you, Rick" in it. So
do you know why they sent you that? They said, "Let's get rid of this piece of shit. Let's extra."
Mate, Freak Show Mini for flavours.
Well, Andy Wilson in chat is saying that Mini will be well leaky in squonk mode. You should have got a V2.
No, that's Doug. Be careful not to over. Yeah, because it's bottom airflow. I know that. I do know this. I'm not that stupid. Well, I am a little bit, but where's my little thing? Is that your baby, Thomas? But it's got like a 5mm juice well anyway. So I mean, with the cotton in it, I'm not a furious squonker, so it's going to be sort of few and far between the little squonky squonks.
You struck me as the kind of chap that would always squonk furiously.
Do you know what? I struck myself as well, but it turns out I'm not.
More of a slow, relaxed squonker.
Yeah, a slow.
Sit on your hand and sit in an armchair.
Yeah, so that's my little thing that I got, and I'm just waiting for the mod now. It comes all the way from Spain, and apparently the quality of the 3D print is a bit shit, but I don't really care about that, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a few 3D printed mods that have come up on my radar this week. I can't remember what the name of the last one that I saw was, but it does seem to be a bit of a thing with low resolution 3D printing. No one seems to want to make them nice.
What's that? Yeah, Douglas just said the Maelstrom. I think I looked at those, but I couldn't find any. Unless that's just me not looking too well. But you know, I've got the Tsunami anyway. To fall back again, bottom airflow. But you know.
That's only two of us. What's Tom vaping on this week?
Kennedy 25. I don't have to say if it's genuine or not. With a Kennedy drip tip, the Rogue, and strawberry cheesecake from the Yorkshire Vapor. I'm happily set like that.
That's like business as usual.
That's easy enough for me. Business as usual.
Any vape mail this week, Tom?
No. I'm actually lying. I'm lying. I got a couple Chinese tanks and a couple of Chinese mods. One of this thing. I know that Vaping Vic's had a look at this. It's pretty cool, actually. So little tight. For me, that's like the mini Vault Killer.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. You look at it like that. The button is really nice there, but you look at it and you go, "Ugh, what the fuck is that?"
I mean, to be fair, you didn't really need a mini Vault Killer because they killed themselves quite often.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little mod, and I do like it. But that's me.
Council of Vapor made the mini Vault, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did find something that I was sent as well this week, which I haven't used in a while. But it's this. It's very much like the knee box.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks a bit
very much like a knee box. But I quite like it because it's like that.
Like a display piece.
Yes, it's like that. It's pretty cool. I do like that big fucking tank. I can't remember the size. I think it's like 10mm, I think.
Jesus.
Look at that.
Well, we got something to show you later with a 12.5mm tank, but we'll save that for later.
That's a tank on it. The only thing that I don't like about it is the displays on the top. If it's got any battery life, I'll show you.
Yeah.
It's got a display on top, but it's internal battery. I'd have preferred it to be in an 18650, but it's not too bad. But Vape's all right, and that. You know, you got your buttons on the back.
Yeah, it looks nice enough.
Pretty
Not,
cool.
not sure I like
Pretty cool.
the Q on the fire button, but
I think that's the. I can't remember the name of the mod. I think that might be the name of the mod.
queer.
Your Tourette's all right.
Do you know what? I sat there think of a funny name for it. Think of a funny name for it. A queer flash. The first thing that flashed past in my head. And I'm like, don't say that because people might kick off. And then you just went, yeah, queer as folk. Yes. Yeah. Right, is that you done, Thomas?
That's me done.
Over to the giraffe himself.
Roar. I'm not sure what that was, to be fair.
Did he make that noise?
That wasn't a giraffe.
So tonight, Matthew, HK 25 and the 25mm Kennedy, vaping ephemeral panda. Still can't get enough of that.
Oh, you found it then? Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's the other
It
one.
was under the bed. It was under the bed. Dog had been chewing it.
Earlier.
And in my regulated hand, I have my Osmodus as usual, sporting the Sherman. And what did I top up on? Ruby Gem Monster,
Nice.
which is very nice. I don't like blueberry juice, but this kind of took me. I think it's the creaminess that I get, but blueberry's not my flavour, too floral for me, but that is banging.
I'm a big old fan of that ephemeral. Both of them. I tried the deer at Expo. They're both really, really nice. But they're seasonal, aren't they, ephemeral?
They're supposed to be, however, because of the TPD, they're going to be a permanent fixture here in the UK.
So it'll just be deer and panda, will it? Or is there going to be...
Deer and panda, yeah. Potentially they might release something else in the future that we might run through the TPD, but we watch this space.
Yeah, but if you haven't tried that panda, what is it? It's apple ice cream.
Panda is custard-filled candied apple covered in caramel popcorn.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And surprisingly, it doesn't taste anything like that. It is just such a Moorish juice, and no, I love it. I love it.
I'm just trying to imagine caramelized apples with popcorn on the top and being edible.
You get, to be honest, when I
I'm just thinking.
Tom, anything cheese fucking edible.
Italy, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to think of an apple with caramel on it with toffee on and toffee.
A caramelized onion isn't caramelized apple isn't an apple with caramel on, you fanny.
Just imagining it. That's all I'm imagining.
you know,
just
you've had a toffee apple, haven't you, Tom?
Yeah, but I wouldn't put popcorn.
Have you had toffee
toffee
popcorn?
apple?
Have you had toffee popcorn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay. Now just imagine a bit of apple in that.
You know, pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Sounds quite nice.
Lovely. There we go, we got that.
Tom, I'll bring some down. Or up.
Cheers, mate.
Up.
Unbelievable.
And as far as vape mail, apart from the beautifully boxed proof that we've received this week, there's nothing personal.
Beautifully boxed. Is those black boxes?
Oh, they're amazing. I've never seen. I spoke to another shop owner this week who also commented on the gloriful boxes that the proof comes in. It's very nice.
They are. Well, it just stops it rattling about, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. No chance of it getting clashed together or anything. Whereas, you know, more of these well-known juice companies just chuck them in. You get them. There's like 5 leakers in there, and you're like, what?
But instead, we pay 25 quid a box for the privilege of the beautiful boxes that come with them.
Wow. I'm pretty sure packaging in terms of those boxes aren't included. They might be included in the price of postage, but you know. There you go. There's a little bit of banter going on chat between Douglas and Big Man about using socks and bras. There you go. Interesting information. What else? Is that it? Is that it, Donald? Are you done?
That's me done.
Are you done? Good. Right. What should we do? Should we? I'm just keen to play this video. I love this video. I just love the music in this video. Should we talk about this first, or do you want to talk about the do the wireless wankers feature?
You've already mentioned this 12.5mm tank. Let's show them what we're on about.
The thing I just love this video, and yes, we have got the ability to play video. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but it will take me about 20 minutes to set up. I need to lock it on me, so if we could have quiet in the studio, put your headphones on, put it on full screen. This is the biggest. Well,
it's just going to change your life.
It's the music. It is the music which does the whole thing for you.
Don't downplay the quality of this production, mate. It's the full experience that makes it what it is.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm putting it on now.
I got really into that music.
Wow.
I got really into that music.
It was like an episode of Game of Thrones, wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt like I was there with him on the journey. You know, I'll tell you what I love most about that. Can I weigh in first on my favourite part of that? Where they proudly, in slow motion, in full 3D detail, show you all of the deck clones that they've produced, all of the different decks that they've ripped off over the years, that they're now offering you full compatibility with their new device. You can have their clone of the Velocity deck, their clone of the Goon deck.
Whoa, hang on. You can't say clone of the Velocity deck. The Velocity deck or 2-post deck has been done for bloody years now. Come on.
Yeah, okay. But the dot mod and the Goon you can, definitely.
My favourite part of that video was the little sweepy brush you get.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair.
Do you know what my best part is? Why 12.8 mil? Why not 13, you lazy cunts? What about the 0.2 mil juice that I could have had?
Why not 15?
Why 12.8? Give me 13 fucking mil.
I genuinely actually quite like it.
I think I could be persuaded to like it if it didn't look like it was made of Lego.
What I'm scared about is the fact is how close the juice tank is next to the battery.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like like something that a Power Ranger would carry. Do you know what I mean? That sort of really cheap plastic, bright coloured kind of. It really does. It looks like the new Power Rangers weapons.
What they do right at the end on that video though, they twist the fucking cap where you put your juices and then just push it back on. Like, what the fuck was the point in that?
It just shows you it comes off, doesn't it?
And they showed us that fucking 20 minutes before it beginning of video.
Well, obviously it's a power feature of the device, so they showed you to it twice. I like the vaping dish D. The sweepy brush is the new little blue screwdriver.
Hey, we love Little Blue.
Yeah. Oh, Twisted 420's already done a video on it as well.
Oh, really?
We could play that, and that would be the whole show done.
Yeah.
If you want it, I actually quite like it. It's like, is it actually going to be ideal for this market going down to 2 mil tanks? Is it? You can't actually call it a tank. It's more of a reservoir, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you certainly can't call it a tank if you want to sell it over here.
Don't tell them there's a tank in it. Just tell them it's a mod.
Yeah, it's an open.
You can't regulate mods, so the mod within the tank. Do you not mind what the most worrying thing is? The most worrying thing, though, boys, which we haven't touched on, how the fuck do you clean the tank out?
Well, it showed you that.
That.
What's the brush to clean it out?
That is what you clean the tank with. That's what you clean anything with, isn't it? No one's going to use
that. If you have menthol, you put a menthol in there. You're never getting that menthol back out of that fucking PMMA tank.
It's not a bad point.
That is actually a very valid point, Thomas.
How are you going to clean the tank? That's my issue.
Just vape
just push two battery mod underneath of a tank on the tap and clean it out. It don't look right. I never saw you cleaned it out.
It does sound the product features, Tom. Built in can be washed with LED light. So hopefully there's a light that cleans it.
It can be washed with LED.
Built in can be washed with LED light.
Hey, if lasers can remove tattoos, I'm sure LEDs can get juice out of tanks. That must be how it works.
Yeah, I like the design of it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a cool design. I'm not really keen on the fucking idea.
Remember, Chinese science is more advanced than ours. They know what they're doing. They wouldn't steer us wrong.
I've got to be honest, I don't like it.
What's the reason for not liking it?
It's fucking hideous. To be honest with you guys.
Say how you feel, mate.
It's got interchanging fucking backs, man. You can turn it from green to black in a minute.
I wonder if you can interchange the cases with the iJoy Lux.
See, now, the thing is, Ariste showed me this yesterday, and then he showed me another video, but I cannot find it. It's basically Smock have released exactly the same thing.
Surprise, surprise.
So yeah. Where did that come from? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Normally, the invention of the product is generated by perceived need in the market, isn't it? You know, the market says, we wish that there was a product that did this, and then someone goes and makes that product because it will make money because people are asking for it. Who the fuck has ever asked for a 12.8 mil tank built into a 2-battery device?
To be fair, it's not a bad idea. But then, like Douglas said, why don't you just go with squonking?
But what's wrong with devices like the Plato, where you can actually service the tank? It's not, you know, you can actually get it all apart and service the tank. Like that idea has already been done properly. So what are they actually improving by making it an RDTA? And how the fuck are you going to wick it? How are you going to wick to the bottom of a 12.8 mil tank?
Well, it's actually not that deep. It's more long than deep. Anyway, I'm sure we're going to see a huge influx of reviews coming in for that.
Yeah, more than likely.
So there you go.
It just feels like a close but not quite to me, you know?
We'll find out.
I just want to know how to clean the tank. That's really I want to know.
Jet wash it.
It's got a big enough fucking tank for you to jet wash it.
It's got a 15 mil wide filling hole as well.
Well, you won't miss that.
No, I just don't get it. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a place in the market for it, but it ain't for me.
I just don't like products with that black plus coloured plastic thing going on. It looks tacky to me.
It looks like a tampon holder.
Crikey.
Can we put it to chat? What the chat think of this?
What's wrong with black plus coloured?
I rest my case.
Yeah, but there's something a bit classier about that. It's
Right.
clean.
This is actually a really decent mod, right? I'm going to put it out there. I put these batteries in last week and look at the level still.
No, your camera's just whiting out.
Oh, what about there? Can you see it?
No idea.
Anyway, it's like 3/4 full, but then I haven't used it since then. So
Yeah, but the thing is that iJoy, what's it called? The RDTA box.
the RDTA 200 watt.
Yeah, that thing. It's got all that kind of. Do you know what I mean? It's all like sculpty, and it's got all that crap like stuck on it. Do you know what I mean? It's like they took a nice clean shape and then just fixed shit all over it until it looked busy enough.
It's like the equivalent of covering you in tar and chucking pebbles at you.
Yeah, which you wouldn't do. Like I wouldn't look.
I would. I probably would. To be fair,
you probably would. To be fair.
Yeah, modular. There you go, Mr. McGee. Modular.
Yeah, exactly. Modular, transformerish. Exactly. Other people have found words where I couldn't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Halford's mod. That's a very good way of describing it. It looks like it looks like a Black and Decker or something. Like, where's my drill? It looks like this kind of shit going on. Like, that's not what I want from a mod. Oh, that sent my camera green.
I like it. Well, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and such and such.
Yeah.
I like the innovation, but I just don't know how it's gonna tally up to other stuff that's out there. And if you're saying Smock will come out with something very similar, I think Smock will take it.
Well, that seems to be what happens. Smock and iJoy seem to have been in an arms race for about the last 6 months now, don't they? With
But like Douglas says, it's just another gimmick. It'll sell, they'll make money off it, and then everyone realise it's shit and move on to the next thing.
Yeah. Or it might be the next big step, and you never know. There might be Stabwood versions of it before you know it, Douglas.
Still with all that plastic shit stuck to the outside of them.
Stabwood ones that Douglas can wank over. Actually, saying that, did you see the actual real life Kanga Stabwood thingies? Like at Expo?
I didn't.
You remember everybody was like, it's going to be plywood or something like that. They wouldn't let you touch them, but they actually looked all right. Just putting that out there. Anyway, next feature is going to be, your favourite thing?
Oh, yeah, that wireless wankers.
Is that the actual theme tune?
Wireless cow milkers.
By the way, just to let you know, before we come on live, Stuart done a rendition of Faith for us on his guitar. So if you want him to play it, we need at least 15 people to say yes in the chat.
Still won't. Somehow.
Damn it! Well, no, let's talk about Andy Cross first before we go on to the wireless wankers thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Badger, if you could place a link for us, please. Basically, we're having a raffle in conjunction. Conjunction, is that even a word? Yeah, probably. Oh my God,
Rick! Look what you've done.
Oh dear. Looks like you're going to be playing.
I don't know why you're all typing yes.
Just to close the show. Anyway, so Andy Cross. If you go to the link that Badger's just posted in the thing, it will explain all about it. Basically, he fell ill. He's got a son called Jason who suffers from epilepsy, a severe form of epilepsy, and quite rare form of epilepsy. And in Andy's recovery at the moment, obviously he can't care for Jason. So we're doing a raffle, try and raise some money, just to make their lives a bit easier. I think it's £5 a ticket. And every ticket goes towards a raffle. We split the raffle up into loads of prizes. There's loads of stuff in there. Dolan, have you got those to hand, or?
Oh, we're just shy of 500 quid as well.
Yeah, we are just shy of 500 quid. I know Lonjas has still got 500 quid to put in.
We're at 585, guys.
585. Oh, okay, brilliant. Well, that must be coming quick.
We have got a massive list. You don't want me to go through everything, do you?
No, everything's on that link anyway, isn't it?
Everything's on that link. I do want to give a massive thanks, a big shout out to the Mech Addiction guys today for allowing us to also advertise this raffle on Mech Addiction. Some of the guys from there have put some awesome prizes forward, as well as some really good donations. So cheers, Mech Addiction.
Oh, there you go. Andy Cross is in the chat. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Damon spoke to him today, and basically, Andy is in bed at home, but watching the show. We love you, Andy. You're sort of our, I don't like to say favourite because it might upset other people in the chat, but you're close to our favourite person, you genuinely deserve everything that you get. That sounds very cynical and very sort of, well, keep your fucking head in, cunt. But I don't mean it like that. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You're genuinely a nice guy, and you've had a shit time with luck recently. So anything we can do to help, we try and help.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish a situation like that on my worst enemy. That's bloody hard. That is.
No, I wouldn't either. I don't wish bad on any of my enemies because I don't have enemies. I just have friends and closer friends, and then pretend friends.
Because you're such a friendly character.
I am such a friendly character. I have never got on the wrong side of anybody in my life. Moving swiftly on to the wireless wankers. Wireless wankers.
Wireless wankers. Eric Hutchinson's been in the news, hasn't he?
Every time you do that, it looks like you're milking a cow. Are you supposed to?
It's awkward if you do it sideways.
How do you normally do it?
Well, I've normally only got something to worry about. It causes problems.
Come on then, get on with it.
So, yes, Mr. Hutchinson from AV this week. It was last week, wasn't it? Middle of the week last week. Has severed all ties with Avid Life and has started up his own Hutchinson Design and Engineering, which has also been known as the 13, as there's a team of 13 running it. For those of you that didn't know, it was a misconception that Eric actually owned Avid Life. It wasn't. It was owned by his sister, Lindsay, I believe her name is. Anyone? Yep.
Yeah.
The slightly confusing thing that they're moving forward with HD&E are that they're moving away from a nicotine device. It is not a nicotine dispensing device. It is a competition cloud sports machine. So I
saw that on the box.
Any products that they release, Hutchinson Design and Engineering, or HDE for short, it will be considered a competition cloud device. So they're pushing forward to try and make vaping a sport.
Fuck me, Red Bull will be sponsoring them soon.
That'd be Monster, won't it? It'd be Monster energy drink.
Thomas.
Really?
And I quote, in order to do so, the devices we manufacture will be made and marketed solely for competition use and not marketed as nicotine delivery systems, simply because they aren't. Unfortunately, this means we finally make the professional distinction between vaping and competition cloud sports TM. They've even trademarked it.
Yes.
It's just what
the list of things I have wrong with this is quite long.
Stuart, hit us with it.
He doesn't actually have a list, does he? do you physically?
My main problem with it is it's poking the bear. It makes the FDA look like dicks. It's waving an oversight in their face. And if he gets away with it, and if the products continue to go to market and do fall outside of the jurisdiction of the FDA's deeming regulation, they're going to be fucking pissed, and they'll be after him, and they'll be looking for every single way they can to get him. And anyone that follows his ilk, anyone else that wants to try and do it the same way, is going to all confidently go into the world of competition cloud sports thinking they're going to get away with it and it's all going to be fine. And if they finally get one, they'll get them all. And there'll be just companies en masse getting fucked by it. It really, really worries me.
Right, that's number one.
Well, number two is it. No, number two is that competition cloud sports glorifies a side of vaping that doesn't really do us great favors for our PR. And you can say you're going to make the distinction between competition cloud sports and vaping, but the public isn't going to make that distinction. People viewing one person sucking on a brass tube and blowing out a cloud and another person in a Monster t-shirt sucking on a brass tube and blowing out a cloud aren't going to make a distinction. So I think it's also bad for public image.
Other energy drinks are available.
Other energy drinks are available. Yeah, that's true. If you happen to like Blue Bear from a popular supermarket chain, that is available. That's a very good drink.
Or pussy.
I think
Pussy is also an energy drink.
I'm all about the pussy.
I think what he's done is very clever because he's made a very public declaration that Avid Life are no longer part of him. So when he releases his new sports brand, there's a clear distinction that it has never been, nor will it never be, a nicotine delivery system.
But you know what they're going to do? They're going to go, hang on a minute, how's that any different to that?
Exactly.
To what you were making before?
And I quote Chris JB on this. How did he put it? Selling tasers as sparkly, crackly noisemakers or weed as non-smokable potpourri.
Right. It doesn't wash. It won't hold any fucking water. Right. Even if by some minuscule chance he gets away with it, it'll only be until they figure a way to grab him. It doesn't make sense to me. It seems such a risky thing to do for so little reward.
But this week there has been a lot of how can we put it? Arse licking going on.
Tongue punching.
Tongue punching. There we go. That's the one.
There has been a certain amount of impassioned endorsement of his brand.
I have seriously started to really like Mac Addiction this week through the amount of posts that were going up about said tongue punches. It was quite a funny week.
I think they think they're going to get away with it. I think they think that, you know, they can pull the wool over the FDA's eyes. The FDA ain't fucking stupid, are they? They're going to see right through it. If you drip it, you inhale it. It's a fucking electronic cigarette, isn't it?
There's already an intended use clause in the deeming regulation. Like, it's already covered.
I'm sorry, so I just wanted to pause a second. I've had that on Thomas's gormless face for about 5 minutes. Stop playing fucking colour splash or whatever it is.
I'm thinking about the fact is he's worded it really fucking well. And I think for a matter of time, he's probably going to get away with it.
Do you know what? I think it's like a declaration of intent to go to war with the FDA. I think that's how it comes off. I don't think it's very clever at all.
I take my hat off to him. I really do. You know, I'm not.
He's got balls.
Humongous pair.
Yep. He's putting a lot of money into something that could really put him on his ass.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I mean, Douglas Mearns in chat says worded it really well. ... Question mark. Seriously, I agree. I don't think it is well worded. I think it skirts a very dangerous line.
Yeah, but worded well coming from the man that can hardly talk anyway. So.
Andy Gregory says, "Call it a personal cooling tower."
FDR brutal. That will be over and done with in 2 seconds flat. Adam.
Yeah. Oh, in chat.
Bloody hell. Everyday vapor. Beautiful person. Still beautiful. Still absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, does look a lot like Mark Dolan, though.
He's skinnier than I am.
Oh, and Damon's in now.
Damon
What is it with like ex-hosts in the show coming on now just to chat? You know, if you got time to chat, you got time to be on the fucking show. You know what I mean? Actually, let's talk about your profile picture. No, we're talking about AV. Carry on. I know nothing about this. I really know nothing about this apart from tongue punching.
I'm surprised you haven't got more to say on it, Thomas, because this is very much your reason.
It is mine, and I did make a status about it, about the tongue punching, and Eric did actually comment and like on it. And he knew exactly what was going on. A lot of the AV boys or AV fanboys all jumped ship as soon as Eric went "fuck you" because they didn't really realise the fact is that he didn't have as much stronghold in the company as he made out. So a lot of these AV boys went, "Fuck, I'm not going to get my free mods anymore. Eric's not here. We better fucking go follow him." So there was a lot of fucking sort of, "Yes, Eric, you're the man" sort of thing, and you know, we all want to be a part of this new brand. And I've met the person that did this, but somebody in the States who was sponsored by AV has an has Avid Life tattooed on his knuckles, and underneath it got Eric's H13 on it. Underneath the Avid Life. So he went straight out as soon as Eric finished his fucking with AV, he went out and got a tattoo of the new brand. And I've met this person and he's a really nice person, but I think, what the fuck are you playing at?
I just think a lot of people are going to end up looking very silly over this.
Well,
Eric knows exactly what he's done. Eric is very, very good at playing social media. Very fucking well at playing social media. And that's how he got the brand as big as it is. Even though it's not his brand, he is the front face of Avid Life, and people will still think he's the front face of Avid Life. But
the driving force behind the brand.
Yeah, but moving forward, a lot of people have said have jumped ship from AV, jumped on with Eric, and he's either going to be really successful with it or it's going to fucking crash and burn as soon as it's done.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I know the way I talk about it sounds like I'm wishing ill of him, and actually, I really want him to do well with it, but I don't have much faith in the way he's done it. I have to be honest. Yeah, I never want to see anyone fail if they're trying to do what they think is a good thing. But I have very little faith in the way he's done it.
You've got to remember, though, that the cloud scene in the US, competition-wise, is a lot bigger than it is over here.
Oh, totally agree. But
the money that's involved with cloud comps in the States, you can win tens of thousands in cloud comps in the US. And stuff like the WSOCC, and you know, it is a competitive sport, and a lot of them see it over there as it being a competitive sport. So Eric sort of jumped on it and gone, "Do you know what? I'm going to release it as a competitive sport mod rather than it being an electronic cigarette," and he's gone down that sort of revenue of it. Do I think FDA are probably going to jump on him? Probably not.
Well, let me give you a little bit of context for why I think what I think. You know, obviously, I've mentioned before this card game that I used to play, Magic the Gathering. And it's literally a trading card game. It's people sitting opposite each other at a table, playing with cards, right?
What is it with these live shows? Sorry, Stuart, but you play Magic the Gathering, right? Which could be deemed as a little bit geeky. Yeah, we got I do own show. You got Craig who plays chess, a little bit geeky. You know, I just can't work it out. Why?
I think people that are drawn to this sort of stuff just are nerds. If you care enough about a subject to want to make a live show about it, then you probably care enough about other things to be obsessed with them as well.
Rocket League. Yeah.
So anyway, Magic has 22 million players worldwide. Now I am absolutely positive that is more than the number of people going to cloud comps. 22 million is a fucking lot of people. I can't believe that cloud comps are bigger than that. And Magic can't get sanctioned as a sport, and actually nearly got shut down for being classed as unsanctioned gambling because they offer cash prizes in their tournaments. And the people that create the game had loads of issues trying to skirt around offering cash prizes in tournaments. And that's a 22 million player worldwide recognized game. Every single country in the world has players. It's printed in 17 different languages. Like, if that's not eligible to be a sport, how is cloud chasing going to be eligible to be a sport?
It's a looser term of the word sport, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because the class of rap battles is fucking sport.
Yeah, rap battle, darts even. Darts isn't a sport. Come on. It's fat men down a pub throwing darts.
Did I completely mishear this whole conversation, or are we talking about Magic?
Yeah, I used to commentate for professional Magic.
It's a card game.
Oh, right, not magic being a sport in the Olympics.
No.
Oh, right, okay.
Douglas in the chat has just said he still has a full P9 set sitting in the cupboard. Need to sell those fuckers. For just in case you don't know, Douglas, those are probably worth, if they're all blackboard, are about 50 grand. So you probably do need to sell those fuckers, mate.
You could buy at least one Stabwood mod with that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, this whole sporting angle, it doesn't quite wash with me. It makes me a bit uncomfortable.
As Mr. JB has just mentioned, who can piss the furthest? Are we, Chris, are you saying that should be an Olympic sport where we all stand on a line and piss? Is that the idea on that, or?
Wins, says James.
I would fucking win that, hands down.
Yeah, they'd call Rick the Cookie Monster.
Cookie's not a biscuit.
Well, Cookie's exactly a biscuit. Come on.
Well, definitely not.
If Cloud
Different
Chase
base.
Cookie's a biscuit.
Oh, okay, I'll let you off.
Either way, Rick, you can choose your own biscuit.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, if you do go along those lines, you need something less absorbent. So a hobnob's completely out of the question.
You want something that just slides at the top.
Something
I'm disgusted in this whole conversation.
maybe like a rich tea or something like that.
Like a cheddar.
Tom's only disgusted because he lost a game once.
With you. With you.
It wasn't even a fucking bourbon.
With you.
Jaffa cake. That's a cake, not biscuit. Jesus. Right.
In chat says, it's like all these vape trick comps, bunch of snapback wearing twats waving their hands like wannabe Jedis, just saying, whilst he's watching a show where two of the presenters are wearing snapbacks.
Well,
Cheers,
I'm not wearing a snapback, to be fair.
All right.
Feared.
So just one.
Has it got a button? Has it got like strip buttons at the back?
No, it hasn't. No.
Oh, it's fitted, is it?
Yeah. To be absolutely fair, like if you're gonna, first question we should ask chat is, should cloud comps be considered a sport? So just yes or no, simple yes or no, or fuck yes, fuck no, whatever way you want to put it, just yes or no. We'll top them up and we'll just do a poll. Next thing, going on to comps, like trick comps and stuff. I actually really like watching like trick comps, but it is essentially how many ways you can blow a no.
The thing is with trick comps though is like cloud comps, it's more about your natural makeup. Like if you've got a big lung capacity and you can take that throat hit, then you will be good at cloud comps. It's more about how you're put together as a person.
Not necessarily.
Much fine skill to learn.
Not necessarily, because I've seen fucking 5'2" girls smash the fuck out of 6'1" blokes.
Don't get me wrong. There's technique to cloud comps, but a lot of the limits of that technique are based on your physical limits as a person. If you have hands and a mouth, you can do tricks, but learning to do them well takes a fucking long time. Was that funny? Oh, okay. So I've just taken the show off air by saying if you have hands and a mouth, you can do tricks.
Oh dear. Yeah. To the question I asked about should cloud blowing be a sport, pretty much everybody put no, apart from a couple. And then Adam said, "Do you want a running total, Rick?" So no, I don't think I need one. I think that's good. Yeah, what Stuart said. Yeah, definitely Riaz rundown if I ever get around to doing another one. So there we go. I think we've pretty much exhausted the cloud. So what's next? What's next for AV or for 13 or whatever?
They've just released the new Able Box mod, limited to 250 apparently, designed by Brent. I believe that Brent was responsible for the releases of some of the limited edition stuff, caps, and also is responsible for the Gaia, however you want to pronounce it. New mods, from what I can work out, they don't come with Ables. You need to screw a pair of Ables in. 250 release, $350 a pop.
Yeah, a lot
You know
of.
what makes me laugh, right? So it's the new Able mod from Eric Designs. He wants nothing to do with AV and has nothing to do with them guys. Yet he releases a mod that needs 2 fucking Ables to run the cunt.
But everything's backward compatible, apparently. Everything that HD&E release is going to be compatible with Avid Life, and I assume continue with Comp Life as well. But again, that's just an assumption.
But in that case, if Avid Life are still a brand of electronic cigarettes, and you need to put an electronic cigarette into his device in order to make it work, how is it a competition cloud machine and not an electronic cigarette?
Exactly.
Boom.
It's
There you go.
just a bit of metal with threads on, isn't it?
Well, intended use. If Avid Life is an electronic cigarette and HDNE is not intended for use with nicotine, then HDNE products can't be compatible with Avid Life products because they work with e-cigs then, don't they?
But the deeming regulations in the UK, mods haven't been touched. So then again, it's not a fucking e-cig, is it?
And is that the point? Is his plan just to sell to Europe? Is his plan to just abandon the States altogether? Because in that case,
We need to get him on the show.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Right, Mark, you know,
I'll make some calls.
make some calls. Probably not next week because we're doing the live raffle, actually, for Andy Cross. Badger, if you'd like to place that link again in the chat. If you want to read all about it, click the link. You can find out all about it, and then I think it's £5 a ticket, and there's a shit fuck truck ton of prizes.
And there's still stuff being added at the moment.
Say that again. Oh, what, Rick? Oh, what, Rick? A shit fuck ton.
Hello. A shit fuck truck ton.
Yeah, the prize list is actually massive. It's juiced, authentic, regulated mods, authentic mechanical mods, RDAs. There's fucking piles of stuff in that prize now.
We've got a 6 month subscription to Dripper just gone in.
Ooh.
Yeah,
we will have to update. We'll have to do like a video and update it. But it's being drawn live on the show next week. But there's going to be, how many prizes are there? It's got to be close to bloody 30.
A shit fuck truck ton.
I imagine when they're all split down, I imagine we'll be on like 50, 60 or so.
50 or 60 or so, bloody hell. So we'll bring our beers next week. Bring our beers. We'll have a laugh. We'll do a raffle. Sorry?
If we do a video to update it, though, can we have that epic music playing in the background?
I think we need it. Yeah, I think definitely need it.
We need to get that.
Yeah, maybe just like the let's just completely rip off everything. Game of Thrones with the music, even though it's not Games of Thrones, but it sounds a bit like it. And then a scroller, like Star Wars scroller with all the prize list, maybe.
Yeah, that's a great
Stuff
idea.
like that. Yeah, £5.
And then Freddie got fingered in the background saying, "Daddy, do you want some sausages?"
What? yeah, and
Daddy, I'm a farmer.
And that highly relevant to content as well.
So there we go. That's probably the video you're going to see coming up soon. Yeah, nice. Excellent. There we go.
Itinerary.
Mark had something to talk about.
What was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, something.
Something I do want to talk about this evening is a product that I've been using since Expo. It is the Sherman tank.
Oh,
I like the name. If anything,
Clever.
the name will make me buy it.
yeah, you can't marketing like that.
I'm going to bring out the Challenger tank.
There's a Panzer mod.
Yeah, and I'm bringing out the Challenger 2 tank.
You throw me now. What was I saying?
Sherman, you got
Tank, that's right.
as far as the Sherman tank, and that was it.
Released officially at Expo. Excuse me. I don't know if it's a thing for me. Now I know Tom particularly. You're an RDA man. You're not a huge fan of tanks, are you?
No, not really, mate. If I'm honest.
Stu?
I like mouth to lung tanks. I'm less keen on open airflow sub-ohm tanks.
And Rick,
Yeah, I like my tanks.
you like your tanks? Well, maybe this is the tank for you. I don't know about everyone else. My problem with tanks in the past are they're either leaky as fuck, expensive as fuck, or they just don't work. Now, the beauty of this bad boy, and I know people are probably going to turn their nose up, it's 28 mil. Now, okay, some might say that is massive and it's too big. However,
Only your missus.
Huh? What?
I said only your missus.
Woof.
28 mil.
All the way round. Anyway, the beauty of this is the size of the deck. I don't know if you...
Oh, it's like the size of an RDA deck.
Yeah. So I have in there on each side 13 wraps of 21 gauge.
Ooh, fucking hell. That's a lot of wire.
Yeah. You can see the size of the juice channels.
Joinor mouse.
Ginormous mouse. And it's cracking as well because you get two different size tanks.
Clever. Love that.
And the chimney section as well is increased in size if you go for the larger tank or a smaller one. Now, the idea behind the product, so I'm led to believe by the creator of said mod, was to build a flavour tank with balls. Now this, I'm impressed. It holds massive coils. I know people that are running them on series mods. They're running them on series mods without a problem, no issue at all. Made of 316 stainless, and we have a clamp style. See that?
I can't. I actually thought.
Yeah, I can.
I thought it was kind of Petri-ish looking.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Say something, Mark. So you go big again.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Very clever.
So I can actually select it on Mark. No, sorry, I selected it on Mark.
Ooh.
Ooh. So you can literally build beast bastard. That was up. You can literally build.
Sorry, Mark.
Build beast inside them. Copper plated positive pin. 28 mil to reduce the overhang, because obviously on a lot of the 30 mil mods they don't sit nicely on a 30 mil tanks don't sit nicely on a mod. I'm led to believe that they have sold out, but there are more coming into the country very, very, very soon. I know they've been sent all over the world, Australia, America, Canada. Honestly.
But where? I mean, I know you said they're sold out potentially, but if they weren't, where could they get them from?
They could get them. They're manufactured by a company called Asylum Mods, and they could be gotten from the Imperial Vape Company. If you check them out on Facebook, let me just double check I've got that right. Imperial Vape Company, yeah, the Imperial Vape Company Limited.
Yeah, those ones are awesome.
Yeah, there's no end of videos, lots of reviews in there from people who have owned them both in the UK and abroad. Honestly, I am an RDA man. I use a mech all day, every day. Since Expo, I've barely put it down. It has been my go-to tank. It beasts through 80-20 without a problem. I've yet to have a dry hit.
What's the drip tip size on the top of that? Because that looks like a nice custom drip tip you've got on there.
Oh, it is. I believe they're the same size as the Kennedy.
805 Kennedys, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
Definitely. Apparently in the chat, someone's saying that Cheeky Vape stocked them, as well as the Imperial Vape Company. And I have actually got some on order for us as well, just because I love them so much. They are fantastic.
While we're on Imperial Vape Company, can I just very briefly, I've remembered something that I wanted to say when we were talking about Expo, and it's about Imperial Vape Company, because I actually owe them a debt of gratitude. When I when we were at Expo, the guy that drove me down, his RX200 got nicked while we were there, and I bought him one because it was his first ever show. I didn't want him to go away with a negative experience, so I bought him one from Imperial Vape Company, and they were so pissed off about what had happened to him, they actually gave him a 330ml bottle of juice as well to go with it. And I did say that I'd say thanks to them for that, because that was a really fucking sorted thing for them to do. But I couldn't remember who it was that I had spoke to.
Had he got a beard?
Sorry?
Had he got a beard?
He got a beard, yeah. That's 99% of the industry right there.
So you look for the guy with a beard, yeah.
Fat guy beard.
The guys at Imperial Vape Show were fucking legendary. They were really, really sound, and I really appreciate them doing that. So thanks, Imperial Vape Co.
Massive thanks to Tom and the team at Imperial Vape Company then.
What's the retail on it?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. I know they were on offer, a special offer on release at Expo, and I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, 65 was their special release price. Now, as far as retail, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if anyone in the chat will be able to tell us if there's anyone from Imperial there, but yeah, I paid 65 for mine, I think.
65. Oh no, 60. It's 60.
It's between 60 and 65 pounds.
Andy Wilson paid about 75 post Expo.
Okay.
So it's £60 special, about £75 retail.
I think whoever Teapot One is in chat is from Imperial Vapes. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's Tom. That's Tom from Imperial Vapes.
There we go.
60. There we go.
Fuck me, that's expensive. That's not expensive. What were you paying?
Isn't this the guy that owns mods made of rhino horn?
Yeah, owns mods made of pixie dust and
Imperial jade and unicorn teeth.
Only the finest skin of pixies and carved donkey dicks.
Carved donkey dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's only trolling. Grumble. Yeah.
The new Able dragon scale sleeve that he's got on pre-order.
Authentic.
Oh, Dale's just popped in the chat 30 minutes before the end. There you go.
Cheers, Dale.
It is, to be honest, if it's as good as you're saying, and obviously I haven't used it, so I don't know, but if it is as good as you're paying, I'm willing to pay out 60 quid for an RTA.
I bought a pair of them. That's how good I believe them to be. From day one, I was using it all day one at Expo. The morning of day two, I went and bought another one.
That is actually quite a good question. Does it come with a blue screwdriver?
Shall we find out?
Let's find out. Why not? Whilst he's finding out, if there's any questions in chat, then please ask your questions. We like to drag out the last 30 minutes.
Blue screwdriver.
Fucking hell.
There we go. Sign of a quality product.
Is that a spare plate there as well, I see?
Yeah, spare plates, spare screws, enough O-rings to sink the Titanic.
I'm not sure O-rings could sink a Titanic, but
I hope so. Enough of them, there would.
So a full big bag of spares, which is what I like to see.
I forgot to mention as well, not only because I've got the pretty drip tip on mine, also comes with a pair of stainless steel and a black one to match the top of the Sherman.
Lovely.
Speaking of spares, in my Clone Kennedy 25 box, what have I got here?
A box.
A bag of spares and an Allen key. Yeah. Just say, do you get spares with the authentic one?
Yes, you do.
You do.
No, you fucking don't. They come in a little jiffy bag.
We were talking about this before. So with the authentic Kennedy, you get 2 little jiffy bags. One of them's empty at the moment. One's got the Allen key, some O-rings and some grub screws in it. That's the Allen key for the 510 pin. And then you get the other one, which is the Allen key for the posts. And apparently, Steve actually makes the Allen keys and the grub screws himself in the shop. And these are Imperial-sized Allen keys, so they don't fit the clones.
So they've actually upped their game in providing spares.
Yeah. Yeah, you get two Allen keys, 2 knob screws, 2 O-rings. And the best atomizer on the market, in my opinion.
I stand corrected. I'll tell you what, though, since I got this connoisseur, I have not put it down. I've pretty much not vaped anything else, really.
What do you think of the Switch?
I love it. I love it.
I actually genuinely think that's the nicest button I've ever used. And it's
hits
only got 2
first time, every time. Not a problem. I've had no arcing with mine. I was telling Mark before the show, before you guys come in, I actually went as far as normally when I go out to the pub, normally I'll take like a little mod in a little tank or something like that. I actually took this out to the pub, got extremely hammered, and thought I lost it in the morning.
Yeah,
thought I lost it.
Pausing my arcing, by the way. Mark is sending me some spares so that I can get it fixed. But all it was I'd cross-threaded my Delrin at the bottom and chewed it a bit. And now it jumps on the threads, so you can adjust it to the sweet spot. But if you take it a little bit too far, because it's chewed, it jumps to the next thread and it comes out way too far. So you've got it's my fault basically, because I've screwed it back in slightly wrong and it's got cross-threaded when I've serviced it. But yeah, it was never a manufacturing problem. It was a fucking retard operator problem. So that's good to know.
Remind me in the morning, I'll post a set of spares out.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah, I'm excluded from that list. There you go. Anything? Yeah, I would never take my rogue to the pub. No, well, you know, I took the decision. To be fair, it was the rugby club, so I know everybody there anyway. But yeah.
Rugby people aren't thieves anyway. They're all posh.
Well, you would think so.
I live in Bath. I know.
Depends what rugby you play, mate. If it's rugby union, definitely.
Yeah, definitely not rugby league because you get it out of north.
Telling you.
Oh, yeah. Why not? They are designed to be used. Yeah, correct. Correct.
Yeah, as long as you're white. Hey, Douglas.
I used to be a collector. I used to have a stack of mods sat on a shelf. I didn't see the point. There was no point in all having a mod to sit on a shelf to sit there and look pretty. You know, they're designed to be used. Fucking use them.
That said, though, the other day I saw like a midnight blue Cerakoted HK diamond check thing, you know, like yours.
Yeah.
And it's like some sort of limited edition Cerakoted fucking end of the world like Death Row mod, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I was like, if I had the 500 quid, you know.
Have a look on Fast Tech. You might be able to get one.
Oh, oh, is yours one of those? Is yours one of those?
Does mine look Cerakoted?
No, but is yours Chinese or is it real?
Mine's Chinese.
Chinese.
Mine was a gift.
But the HK stands for Hong Kong.
Yep.
Yeah, but Mark, whenever you order from China, you ask them to mark it as a gift. So I'm not sure if that counts.
Hey, I'm a legitimate business. I would never do such thing.
It's. I can't believe you didn't say that when you're telling us what you're vaping on.
He did say on a previous show he was giving it as a birthday gift, and it was a clone. So if you realise what he said last time, you didn't know.
Thanks,
Well,
Tom.
Tom paid attention.
That's probably the only time Tom's paid attention in any show ever.
I'm always fucking listening to you lot. I just take it in, and then just one day it just goes.
Information sponge.
Fine.
Yeah, you're a sponge.
Apparently, according to someone in chat, Chinese cloners have already cloned the Force RDA.
They claimed that before it even come out, didn't they? Like they brought out their own version of it. Did they not? They did.
No, they brought out the GMVP cap.
Oh, that
Green Mountain vaping products. Yeah.
That's
the cap that they cloned.
Just in case people are wondering what that Cowengate is doing in the background of Thomas's video, I'll put it up there. It's because apparently Thomas isn't putting enough weight on, so he has to have the high protein Cowengate.
Yeah, especially with this baby machine being there as well.
Medium bread, you what?
Medium bread, yeah.
I wouldn't have thought. I thought you'd be a thick cut kind of man.
No, definitely medium.
Okay.
That's how fucking lazy I am. Look at the bottling machine.
Well, yeah, but we have one of those. It's a lifesaver. It really is.
It's fucking is a lifesaver. Fuck waiting for hot water to cool down.
You concern far too much. We looked at that one.
70 quid.
How much?
I got it for 70.
£70. What's wrong with a kettle?
Because you've got to sit there and wait for it to cool
That is
down.
that is a lifesaver. That is honestly a lifesaver. Rick, have you got one?
Yeah, we don't use it no more.
Yeah, but obviously had one. It's a fucking lifesaver. When they first came out, they were £150.
That's how much they were when Darcy was born.
They are literally like, if your baby's crying, I know we don't want to talk about baby talk right now, but we should do a baby talk UK. But you know, if your baby's crying, the first thing you want to do, right, and they're crying for milk, you don't want to sit there, boil a kettle, wait for it to cool down, put it in cold water, wait for it to cool down a bit more, and wait. You just press that button and it gives you the right temperature, right measure of milk, and you're done.
I don't own a baby, but I do have siblings that have had children.
Did you just say I don't own a baby?
Yeah.
You can't get one off plastic, you know, pal.
I haven't ordered one yet. I'm not willing to wait the 3 to 6 week shipping, if I'm honest. But I always thought you made the baby formula cold and then put it into a jug of hot milk to bring it up to temperature.
No, you boil the kettle to sterilize the water.
Right. That's
You
why
need to sterilize the water.
We'll teach you when your missus gets pregnant.
This is why I don't have a baby. Yeah.
You see, I used to pre-mix it, put it in the fridge. When baby cried, 40 seconds in the microwave, not 40 minutes, 40 seconds in the microwave. Jobs are good.
Here we go. We got really.
You can't do that. You can't do that because you can get hot spots in the milk.
We just shake it, Fanny.
Good shake.
That's what the fucking whatever they call come out to us said. Don't fucking put it in the microwave.
Yeah, but we use cow's milk. We stick it in for a minute, shake it, and it's fine. Right. Okay. Next, moving on. Douglas Burns has actually posted a really genuinely good question. Question for each of you: what is the most expensive mod / Atty you have bought, and how much did you spunk on it?
Mine's that. Most I've ever spent.
Well, mine. Yours is going to go really high. So mine. I'll say mine first, and then because you guys are going to be like thousands of pounds, I must be
225 for the full set.
Yeah, mine was the Limitless, the gold-plated Limitless. What Atty did I have on that? I can't even remember what Atty I had on that. But the gold-plated Limitless was only like 120. Oh, unless you include the DNA 200, the square one, the Lost Vape one. Yeah,
E-Fusion.
That's it.
EFDs are like 150 quid.
Oh yeah, I think it's about 150. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark,
I'm struggling, to be honest with you.
Fuck off! You've had some expensive mods.
Yeah, you're sat on 2 Kadamas. They're like 280 quid a piece, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a bit more than that.
Yeah, but that's a rip.
Let's go with those then.
Okay, because Lindsay's in the room, right?
Yeah, she's sat right here.
so we say a couple of quid.
I think one of the most expensive that I've bought personally is probably one of the Scoundrels, and I think I paid about 800 for it.
Saw you coming.
Or a cash that.
£800.
What was it, like a military or something?
No, it was
Rose gold, wasn't it?
It was the Scurvy editions, yeah.
Rose gold.
Have you sold it on?
I no longer have it.
Okay.
Flipped it.
No, I'm Drew, get me started on flipping.
Wow.
Mine was a billet box with all the accessories like the diver, the extra tank, everything that come with it. Probably spent about 400 quid.
See, I'm desperate to get my hands on a billet box. I think they're absolutely fucking gorgeous.
The V3s are a lot better than the one I got. A lot better than the ones I got.
That's the one to have, isn't it? Because that's when they introduced the bridge, the Aspire BBC bridge.
Yeah, so you can put in some tank coils.
Yeah, that's the guy that I want, I think.
Yeah, they're rare as shit. Like literally, they drop them every few months.
Well, there's a V4 now, isn't there? So I'm assuming they're not going to be making any more 3.5s.
Possibly not.
I
But
believe.
they still go for like 300-400 quid.
Well,
Yeah, the big
There
one.
you go. With that question answered, I think we're pretty much done.
We'll just have a quick look at Andy's raffle before we finish.
Yep.
Little.
What we're looking at, we're sat at £595. Don't forget, guys, if we can get the link, put it in chat again. There's a shitload of awesome prizes, loads of juice, lots of authentic regulated, lots of authentic mechanicals. I've put up a connoisseur mod, so there's one of those up for grabs as well. £5 a ticket, and we'll be doing a live draw next week. Have we got Damon on next week by any chance?
Yeah. We got Damon on next week, so we can all just relax and chill out. I might as well just give him the hangout link, and we could all disappear and play Rocket League or something.
Yeah, just leave him on his own. We'll stream.
Yeah, we'll let David do the raffle. We'll just do another stream somewhere else. Yeah,
also, the Ideal Home Show mystery package as well. We forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah, the Ideal Home Show mystery package. Yeah, apparently it has an M&S food voucher as well from Craig. That was an obscene amount of laughter for that.
I'm just remembering all of the different meals that we've seen Craig eat over the years.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I'm actually popping on the Ideal Home Show really quickly on Thursday night because it's their 1 year anniversary. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, someone got invited.
Yeah, well, you know, some of us are vape famous.
Yeah, others of us
Just good.
help out on a show.
Did you get an invite, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Tom got an invite.
What can I say? Give it 72 episodes, guys. He might be there. You know. All I'm saying.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm willing to put the hours in.
Yeah.
If it gets me on the Ideal Home Show, I'll do fucking anything. All right.
That's a fucking deal breaker right there. We will get you to do something to get on the Ideal.
Oh my god. Right. Okay. Right. Craig, give Stuart. Right. If you say Stuart can come on the Ideal Home Show, make sure he has to play Faith on the guitar tonight.
I think he ought to play us out tonight with it.
Not doing it. Still
Play
not.
us out tonight.
I'll tell you what I'll do. If anyone's hanging out after the show, I might play it in Hangouts after the show.
Are you guys? Yeah, I can't do a hangout. I got to play Rocket League.
Yeah,
I'm joining Rick on Rocket League.
It's just me and you then, Stu.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate.
Okay, I might get bored of Rocket League and pop in later. But yeah. So there you go. Yeah, so it's taken them too long, so we're not going to play out with Faith. Although it was very good. It was really good. But when I say really good, I'm lying.
It was fucking terrible. I am neither good at singing or playing guitar, and I was doing both at the same time.
To be fair, you're better than me at singing. But I think it's the last two, the lines was in tune. The rest of it was a bit. But it did sound really good towards the end.
Thanks,
Devastating. Just destroy all his hopes.
Probably about the point where he went quiet. When you stopped
hell,
and said,
Brian,
thank you very
there.
much. No.
Lewis Henderson in chat says, Stu, would you vape a full bottle of Turkish Delight for a spot on the Ideal Home Show? That's an interesting story about when me and Lewis first met. He had a bottle of Turkish Delight flavoured e-liquid, and he said to me, oh, it's fucking horrible. It's really nasty. I can't vape it. And I love Turkish Delight. Really, really like it. So I was like, oh, mate, send it me. I'll vape it. It'll be fine. Took one vape on it. Recorded a video of myself, like a first impression video while I was vaping it. Nearly fucking beamed my guts up. This juice was so bad. It was literally the worst e-liquid I've ever tasted in my life.
Feet and ass.
Oh, mate, it was disgusting. It was like granny's knickers.
I'm not sure how many granny's knickers you've been near, but let's take a look at your missus
My
again.
lifestyle choices, Rick, all right?
I want an age check on your missus now.
She's 23.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, right.
Me and Mark are hanging out, and you two are going to wank off on Rocket League?
I'll probably have a quick wank on Rocket League, yeah, but then I might pop in the Hangouts again after that, or I might just go in the Hangouts. Either way, I need to go speak to the missus.
No problem.
Okay. To be honest, Hangouts turns out to be a sausage fest, so if you want to join in that, then you're welcome.
I love a bit of hang out with my wang out.
Yeah. Well, you can post a link then. Oh, should we post it in the chat? Let's post it in the chat. There you go. Right. I'm going to post it now, and then we're going to stop the stream. So, bye.
Bye, stupid
Tuning in, guys.